with Progear.
Progear, the best cave game.
So,
Silence.
what do you all know about
I think it's the best cave game. Anyway, yeah, I know a fair bit about it. I've gotten to the second loop a couple times, so
okay.
I can offer anything that you guys aren't familiar with. But.
So, as I know it, this is the first horizontal cave shooter in 2001, and the next one was Death Smiles in 2007.
Yeah, from what I understand, it was not regarded as a big success, which is unfortunate. They did not do too many horizontal games for a while after this. Yeah. So anyway, sorry, go ahead.
I guess we should get started off with explaining the scoring system. So, as I know it, when you destroy enemies, the bullets around them, in a radius around them, will be cancelled and turned into rings. And the more bullets that are cancelled, the higher the rank of the rings. So it goes amethyst, ruby, emerald, and white, which is purple, red, green, white. Wait, I said white, not diamond. But yeah, so he's going to want to cancel a lot of bullets to get those rings up to diamond, and then after he does that, he can use his lock shot to cancel all the bullets shot by that enemy and around that enemy for the highest rank of his last ring.
Yeah, and when you cancel bullets using the focus shot, it can cause a chain reaction to other bullets nearby, which is kind of key to getting big scores in certain places, like you're seeing him do. Canceling big groups of bullets here that wouldn't normally be possible, and that the distance bullets will chain goes up for higher ranks of gems, so diamonds are really the best at doing that. So yeah,
this
is like the stage one into stage one thing. There is a classic scoring trick that can really boost your counter early on. It's tricky, but it's good to learn it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, as he says in his notes, this is the only cave game that he's aware of where the normal shot does more damage to bosses than the lock shot.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
Feature.
Point blanking with your rapid shot, it does the most damage possible. The other character, Ring, it's a lot more of a dramatic difference. Bolt, it's still a little bit more damage than... Yeah, they killed that boss very quickly. With Bolt, point blanking with the rapid shot is still the best damage, but it's not as big of a difference as it is for Ring.
Okay.
Because Ring has a wide shot, so you can basically shotgun with it, you know.
And apparently, the way that he has his options positioned in front of him is by using a code, by selecting the gunner while holding player 2 start and pressing A plus B.
Yeah, there's a bunch of different special formations you can activate using button techniques like that when you pick your character. So yeah, this is the one that he uses, and I think it's a pretty good one. It gives you good coverage out front.
So one thing I was confused about that I learned not too long ago is that you actually store the value of your rings, and you can use them in your next lock shot. So for example, he could get a bunch of diamond rings right now and then wait for a long time for the best enemy to use it on, and then lock, and then he'll get all diamonds.
Yeah, if you see the icon at the very lower left of the screen, that shows you what your current ring level is, essentially. So right now he has diamond rings. Next time he cancels, it'll be diamonds. And what raises that, as you were kind of saying earlier, but to be more specific, when you kill things with your rapid shot, it creates rings, like you can see him doing right now. And as you continue to cancel more and more bullets while rings are still on the screen, the new ones that spawn will be of a higher and higher rank the more that there are. So as long as you don't collect them and you keep spawning more and more rings before you pick them up, then you can get diamond rings pretty consistently.
Oh, okay. So that's good to know before you pick them up.
Yeah, you need to do like a big amount. Either one really big cancel or a bunch of small cancels is usually enough. Okay.
And apparently rank in this game is based off of your jewel counter in the bottom left, and he hopes... it's an unfortunate death.
Well, it'll lower the rank a little bit, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not just the jewel counter, but that definitely is a big part of it, yeah.
So it maxes out at around 30k, it seems?
Yeah, I'm not certain, because there are a couple other factors that go in, but that's probably, you know, if you're on a good scoring pace, you probably will max out the rank, like the highest it can go on each stage, probably.
Okay.
If I remember correctly. One thing that this game is kind of notorious for is that it really heavily rewards no miss, no bomb as long as possible. So if you die at all early, that's potentially a really big problem. So that's a big obstacle for playing for score, but just for the purposes of a 1-all, it's not a big deal, thankfully.
Okay.
And actually, this game is pretty forgiving for a 1-all if you can score a little bit, because it's on extends every 3 million points, I think it is.
Oh, that's what I was just about to ask.
With no limit, so you can get up to 9 lives in stock if you manage to score that much, which makes it very friendly if you can score a little bit.
All right, that's interesting.
That is mostly important for if you're trying to go for the 2-all, because you need to have 9 lives going into the second loop, basically, because you will need them. All right,
okay.
Well, that was the stage 2 boss.
So it seems like the boss attacks in this game are semi-random. They'll always start on a particular one, but after that they'll usually do whatever.
Yeah, that's actually something that I really like about this game, is that a lot of the bosses, not all of them, but a lot of the bosses will pick their attacks at random. Like there's a handful they can choose from. And a lot of the time they have a tell, so you can tell in advance what they're going to do and you can react appropriately if you know what to look for, which I think is a really neat idea. I kind of wish they did that more often in their games.
So in his notes though, he says that the only exception is the final boss, who fires everything in a fixed order.
Yeah, I believe that's the case, yes.
So that's good to know. Maximum bomb bonus gives a crap ton of points over the course of the game. You can only have 3 bombs at the same time. So unlike DDP, you need all 3 bombs and then pick up an extra one to get the bonus.
Yeah, and it keeps stacking higher and higher the more bombs you pick up without bombing or dying. So yeah, it really gets big if you can go through the entire first loop, no miss, no bomb. It gets pretty significant.
I see. So it's even more punishing than DDP, because if you bomb, you need to get 2 more bombs for the maximum bonus.
Yeah, I guess that's true. This is a pretty tricky section. It's very good for scoring if you have a good route for it, but it can get out of hand pretty quickly, so he seems to be doing a good job, though. So a lot of enemies appearing from all sides of the screen, just spewing bullets constantly. But some nice cancels, too.
It's a really good looking Hori.
Had to bomb.
Had to bomb, yep.
Yeah, I really like a lot of the enemy designs in this game. They have some really good, just like the tanks and stuff are kind of, they got a cool look to them.
Yeah.
When they reissued the soundtrack for this game a handful of years ago, and they put a bunch of concept art on the disc, it's worth a look for anyone who's a fan of this game, I think. All right, so this boss is a pretty sharp spike in difficulty. You'll see why in a little bit. But this is one of the bosses I was talking about, where I think in the second phase, after this one, you can see what attack it's going to do through a specific tell it has. Just need to get through this part first. And this boss, that phase actually becomes a lot more annoying if you destroy some of the parts. You actually want to try not to. All right, so it loads a bullet, like a shell into its body there, and it has a letter on it, and you can tell by the letter what attack it's going to do. So,
oh, that's cool. Very interesting patterns here.
Yeah. This one's fast. Probably about done with this phase, though. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this attack is a real roadblock for a lot of players. It looks like, okay, there's a way you can handle it just by, getting right in the boss's face and just completely, dodging it in a certain way. But yeah, he's just doing it the more safe way, which is probably good for a marathon. But this is a place that causes a lot of players to have to bomb sometimes, because it'll get out of hand.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that happening.
So maybe it's just me, but the bullet patterns, they kind of remind me of Kitsui in the way they are designed. They're very kind of unique, I think.
They kind of wave around. Yeah, they have unusual trajectories. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I can see that too.
All right, so this is a vertical scrolling stage. You don't see a ton of those, but
vertical, horizontal, shmup.
Yeah, Decimiles has one
stage
like
horizontal
this too,
one, but they had to go vertical at one point.
Yeah. There is a fixed extend in this stage. A little bit later on, you have to kill 2 enemies in a specific order, but I'm sure he'll get it because it's not too hard to do once you know how to do it.
Right. Okay. So you got to kill the top one before killing the bottom one, right?
Yes. This part, yeah, with this helicopters is a little tricky sometimes.
Oh wow, that's cool.
This is a place. There's a couple places like this in the stage where, depending on how,
One gem.
depending on like, I want to say if it's like if there's other enemies on screen or something, you might get extra enemies at certain spots, and that can be annoying there if you get more than one helicopter. All right, so this is not the one, but right after this, there will be the 2 tanks he has to kill. Yeah, so these 2. So he used to damage this one ideally, but leave it alive, and then yeah. Oh no! Okay, he can. No, too late. Oh, just got it. Just got
there
it.
you go.
I got it.
I was thinking he wouldn't have enough time.
Very close.
Yeah, that was good.
You know, people have not been having good luck with 1-ups in this event so far.
It's still looking okay. He's got 3 lives in stock still, and he's on almost on the last stage, and he can probably get at least 1 more. So I think there's still a good chance.
Yeah.
Alright, the final stretch here. One thing
So
that... Oh, sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Do we know what the player's private best is?
I don't know in terms of score. I want to say he's gotten to 2-3 before, at least.
Oh, so mostly going for survival first.
Yeah, I think so. That was a little while ago that I had heard that from him. I don't know if he's gotten better since then, but all right. Stage 4 boss.
So this one you can milk for those small enemies coming out, right?
Yeah, in the second phase.
But we don't want to see that anyway during a survival run.
So this boss is interesting because the attacks that it does, so we can either move to the sides of the screen or the top or the bottom, I believe, and it has a different attack for each position, so it's really easy to tell what it's going to do. But yeah, it pretty much moves where it wants to, and you need to react. Okay, on to the next phase. So yeah, there's like 5 or 6 possible attacks it can do. There's a whole lot of options here, so you got to be ready for any of them. Point blank.
It just kills everything so quickly.
Yeah, just point blanks to just kill them before they can do it. That's
like normally those boss fights take much longer.
Yeah.
But this is really cool.
Yep, he was ready for that. When the boss stops moving for a couple seconds, that's a sign it's going to do that, where you need to be up above it, so he was ready for it. Very good.
I love the visual design of this game.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this stage background. That's like my Twitch channel banner. It's a very good background.
So if he kills it with the lock shot here, will he get diamonds?
No.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't matter
Different
what you kill bosses with. Alright, on to the last stage with 4 lives. Looking pretty good. So this stage starts out pretty nuts from the very beginning, as you'll see.
By the way, those meters that on the results screen, do those mean anything? Like lovely and all that?
Yeah, it's depending on certain things you do, it'll affect your gunners' like feelings towards you essentially, and it doesn't generally make a big difference. There's a couple specific ship types where it makes a difference in terms of mechanics, but otherwise it just controls what ending you get if you get a 1-all basically.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like super important or anything.
Social links in Progear.
Yeah. I want to say it's like if you fly, depending on what part of the screen you're flying on the most, it'll affect your safe rating. And if you bomb, I think it goes up. It's not important. It's just kind of funny. Yeah, this is another place where you can do a good chain reaction there if you got really high rank.
So how big is rank in this game?
It's not really a huge concern. Like I was saying, if you're doing scoring or just if you're playing well, it's going to be pretty much maxed out, and it's going to be consistent, but you're not going to have to really consciously think about it or anything.
Okay.
there's no rank control or anything like that.
So did he use a bomb or something? Is that why he's invisible?
It looked like it, yeah.
I see.
I wasn't paying 100% attention because I was talking. Alright, this mid-boss is a real pain. It's a lot easier with Ring, because you can point blank it and kill it faster. Bolt has a harder time because his damage is lower. Like this part, you just kind of have to deal with, basically. With Ring, you can largely skip it.
Okay.
But he did it without bombing, which is good.
Yeah. 3 lives, 3 bombs. Looking good.
How many lives do you get?
You start out with 2 extra, and you get in the first loop you get an extend every 3 million, I believe, with no cap. But in the second loop you can't get any more, so you need to get as many as you need before you go in.
Do your life count does it cap at 9?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
But for those who don't know, in the second loop of this game, if you die at any point in a stage before the boss, you go back to the beginning of the stage. So you need those lives if you don't have it down.
The beginning of the stage?
Yes. Oh, you didn't know that? Yeah. You go back to the beginning of the stage.
Checkpoints at least.
Nope. The boss is the only checkpoint.
Yeah, if you die during a boss, then it's fine. You will instantly spawn, right? But
yeah.
During the stages, it's quite brutal.
Come on.
Yeah. 2-5 is absurdly difficult.
Okay, this guy's just a lion. Ooh.
I like this boss entrance. Yeah. All right, so he's going to do a lot of point blanking whenever he can here to kind of maximize his damage. Obviously, it's not as big of an improvement with Bolt, but it's still worth doing.
Very close bullets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and as you were saying, all of these attacks are always in the same order, so you know what to expect, but it's still, there are some tricky ones in there.
Yeah.
Alright, he's about to go into the second phase.
So is there a TLB on the second loop?
Yes.
Ooh. Interesting.
Alright, so he's going to start trying to ram the player, so he has to basically lead him around the edges of the screen while doing as much damage as he can and not running into anything. Yeah.
That was close.
Alright, very good. And that was actually good what he did there, ending that phase on the left side of the screen, because the boss has to move over to the right, so you get free damage time if you do that.
Oh, yeah.
This attack is maybe, I think, the hardest one he has, because it's those orbs can crash into you, and it's very random. Good misdirecting.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah. Just about on to the final attack, I think. One more loop.
Oh. Okay, he's good.
Almost got trapped.
Yeah.
Alright. Final
Here
attack.
it is.
Yeah, he's got 4 lives. Yeah, he's no problems here. I don't think he'll get into the second loop because I think he's died he's died and or bombed way too many times. So yeah, it'll be a 1-all, but that's still good.
So it looks like the requirements are. I just lost the information.
It is deaths plus bombs is 2 or less. So the way I would always do it would be give yourself 2 bombs, or no, I'm sorry, that's not right. Bombs 2 or less, or deaths plus bombs is less than like 7 or something. But anyway,
there he goes.
Well done. The way I would always do it is 2 bombs, and you can die as much as you want, and you're guaranteed to get in.
Oh gosh, he's biting the thing.
All right, so that was max affection, so that means he's going to get the good ending at the end of the first.
Ooh. Well, congratulations to the runner.
Congratulations on your good ending.
Yeah. Oh. What? My computer locked up.
Oh no.
I'm sure the ending is great. I'll take your word for it.
There's ghosts leading them to safety.
I see. If I leave the call, it's because I crashed. Very cool game. I'll have to give that a try sometime.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm sure it'd be frustrating if you're trying to seriously play it for score, but it's like the look and the bullet canceling and all that stuff. I just think is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Give a support M2. Not a bad score, too. Almost 18 million. And there he goes. Alright, well, excellent run. Congratulations.
Great playing. Yeah, that was cool seeing some Progear. That was funny that you said there was birds, or there's silence when you're saying it's the favorite. You know what would have been funny, Cloudy, was when you're saying Progear's the best cave shmup. During the transition, Kiwi has a bird in his room, and it was chirping and stuff. It would have been really funny if you said, Progear's the best shmup, and no one said anything, and the bird started chirping. Well, awesome. Thanks for coming on commentary. That was really great.
Yeah, thank you for putting this together. It's been fun.
So I think up next is Kiwi himself, right? Let us check the sketch. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is.
All right, I'm going to drop off then because I'm not on that one. So thanks. See you.